Hello, in this video I'm going to explain the parents' high expectation impact on our psyche and how we can transcend them. I'm Karine, I'm doing therapy using clairvoyance, and I'm looking especially at the unconscious patterns and limiting beliefs that create the reality that you would like to change. And today we're going to look at something that is very common. It's the pressure that parents' expectation is putting on our unconscious. The first expectation that I'm going to discuss is the gender expectation. When the parents want a girl and they have a boy, or when they want a boy and they have a girl. So the first encounter that's going to be experienced as a disappointment from the parents. And so the baby going to perceive himself as I'm disappointing. And that will stay in the unconscious, and that can be triggered in the future, during different kind of experience, and make challenging for the person to be disappointing to people. Another common expectation from the parents is the desire for their kids to be successful, and it's going to put huge pressure on the kid's shoulder. And most of the time it's all because the parents want to replicate something that they did, like I've been successful, so you have to be successful, it's the family standard, or they want the kids to achieve something that they haven't been able to do personally. In both cases, that's put high expectation, and that put the kids under pressure. You will feel you belong, or you will feel that you're satisfying to us only if you achieve our expectation about success in this case. Another expectation that you might think it's a good idea to have for your kid is like, I want my baby to be happy. This is the only thing I want. And often it's still your own projection of your desire to find your own happiness on your kids, and that will still put pressure on the kid unconscious, because you will not let your kids free to experience all the emotion in his life. Your kids might go through depression, anger, unsatisfaction, and it's almost like if unconsciously you were not allowing that to be, wishing him oh, I just want you to be happy. I just want you to be happy. It's a big just thing, There's something about letting more space in wishing nothing for your kids. So you can wonder, which kind of wishes can I have for my kid as a parent? Maybe take this problem on the opposite side and wonder which kind of parents you want to be, or even which kind of parents I want to be for my kid. Like this, you take full responsibility in your expectation and desire, and you let your kid being free and have spaces to experience himself or herself. So you can do small ritual in order to give back this energy and expectation that your parents have put on you, because at the end this is their dream, not yours. And the idea is kind of give them back those dreams in order to have spaces to find and meet yours. Okay, the first thing that you're going to have to do is identify what was the expectation of your mother and your father when you were born. And if you don't know it, just imagine which kind of expectation they could have had for you. There's several practices you can try in order to transcend the high expectation that your parents have projected on you. So the first one, it's a letter, so you can write a letter to your parents about the expectation that they have project on you. Tell them that you're sorry, maybe that you haven't been able to satisfy this expectation, or tell them whatever feels right to you about the pressure that you felt meeting their expectation. I'm gonna give you a link in the description on how you can do it. But basically, at the end, fold it and put it under the water and just say, I free myself like I free yourself. And as the unconscious language is symbol, when you do a symbolic ritual like that, that really imprints your unconscious and that allows to move forward and experience something different. Another way to transcend those expectations that were put on you from your parents is just to sit with the emotion you have in relationship to those expectations. So you can have pressure if you're still trying to achieve their expectation. You can feel disappointment if you feel that you might have a risk to disappoint them. You can feel like a failure. Just sit, just try to acknowledge what you're feeling and sit with that and do a meditation and try to breathe in those emotions. You can also do like some finger tapping. It's just this kind of movement in order to synchronize right and left brain that will allow you to release the emotion much more easily. So I suggest give a try, do that as long as it needs, because it's quite important to transcend your parent expectation in order to make space for your own expectation to emerge and really try to find what really nourish you and make you happy to do in life. And if you want to know more about unconscious strategy and how to transcend them, you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you.